Cool. Good to see you guys. So again, happy Tuesday. Welcome officially to the recognition webinar that we do every Tuesday here in the Now Lifestyle Conference Room. In case anybody's wondering, yes, this is being recorded because my main man, Carlos, is rocking this for us and he's recording. So awesome. Appreciate that. Love you, brother. Cool. So what we got is Doug and Teresa are gonna mute their mics just for a second here, and we're gonna introduce them in just 1 second. And so, what I want to know first, before we get going, before we kick everything off and get started, we got a lot of people logging on here, which is awesome. So, first things first, if you are brand new to Now Lifestyle, brand new to this webinar, brand new to this is your first Now Lifestyle webinar, let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Is this your first time here? It's your first time ever watching a webinar and checking this out because, right, it's your first time. Awesome. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Trayvon or Trevin, first time, friend. Okay, you guys never changed your names when you logged in. That's okay too. Sheila, it's your second time. That's cool too. Ruth, second time. All right, cool. So guys, welcome. Again, if this is your first time, hang around till the very end of this webinar because we're going to have something very special for you. Obviously, we're going to answer all your questions live and make sure that nobody has any questions that go unanswered. We get you guys the answers that you need, the answers that you deserve, so you guys can rock a business. But also, if you guys haven't signed up yet, let's say you're still sitting on the fence, you're still wondering how this whole Now Lifestyle thing works. Can I work a business from home? Can I build a true income online? Yes, you can, and we're going to have something very special for you at the end of this webinar. So stick around. Also, what you guys to do for your first timers especially, but also for everybody else here, please have some paper, have a pen, take some notes because I promise you that Doug and Teresa are going to drop some big old value bombs that's going to help you guys expand and take your business to the next level. So make sure you guys are ready to take some notes and have some fun, ask some questions, and really just stay tuned because what we do every single Tuesday is we recognize the people that are winning in Now Lifestyle, and we try to bring you as much value as possible. So what we're going to do is we are going to expand our video here so everyone can see how beautiful Doug and Teresa are down in the warm Texas weather. So without further ado, my next guest, my Tuesday guest this week, guys, is Doug and Teresa Burdick from 127 miles north of San Antonio, Texas. I forget the town, but they live just a little north of San Antonio, Texas. And these guys have been in Now Lifestyle for, I think a little over a year at this point, and very consistent. They're true believers in the product. They're true believers in the Now Lifestyle business. They go to all the events, and they stay consistent each and every day. They have earned over $5,000 with the Now Lifestyle system. And we're going to uncover just exactly how that has happened, how they've earned so much money, how they have achieved the level of Sapphire. So, guys, real quick, why don't you just say hi to everybody, just introduce yourself, and why don't you officially let everybody know where you guys are from. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. We're actually from Temple, Texas, which is about 40 miles north of Austin, and like Daniel said, 120 north of San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm here too, in Temple. And yeah, we have been in Now Lifestyle, well, it's August. Our first function, like the first couple of weeks after we went down to Cabo San Lucas to meet everybody, just to validate that this was where we needed to be. And we got that validation hands down and couldn't be happier.
Awesome. Well, guys, listen, really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to be here and hang out with the folks of Now Lifestyle. So first and foremost, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what made you make the decision to start a business online? What made you look at Now Lifestyle and say, this is the direction I want to go. This seems like the right fit for us. Like what made you guys make that initial decision?
Well, we had been in home business for, I guess, 30, 40 years, but it was service type businesses. We did furniture delivery, and we had a janitorial franchise, and house painting, and lawn care, and we did all those. But
sounds like a lot of physical.
Exactly, and we were stuck at home. We couldn't take off for more than 3 days, or everything would fall apart. So that's when we decided we need to find an internet life, the lifestyle. The laptop lifestyle is what we were after.
From any beach, anywhere.
So what made you guys look at Now Lifestyle? Why did that make sense for you guys at the time?
Well, I had looked at several online businesses, and most of them were in the nutrition area, and we tried a few, but the problem we ran across was the products were very expensive compared to what you could buy them for at the store, and
compensation plan was terrible.
Oh yeah, the compensation plan, it paid like 5 or 10% per level. And we saw Now Lifestyle, and it paid 50% on the first level. And that was a way you could actually start making some money quick, because if you are working on a 5 or 10%, it's going to take years to get into profit. But with Now Lifestyle, you can get it going within a few months. So I guess that was probably the big push.
So obviously you saw the value of the compensation plan, and you saw the value of, the products, and, being able to earn an income pretty quickly. So, I mean, obviously you guys took action really quickly. You went down to, the first ever destination trip with NLS down in Cabo. You recognized the opportunity. So what were some things that actually, let me back up. We'll get to that in a minute, but what really drives you to do this business? What's your main push motivation, your why? Like, what are you working towards?
We're working towards, and we're pushing 60 here, and we're ready to retire. And I don't want to retire home. I want to be able to, we want to go out and travel and see some stuff. And that's the big advantage of Now Lifestyle. We can do that from our laptop wherever we want to be. So that's my answer.
Well, and Doug had always done really physical work. I mean, he's a physical kind of guy, and he enjoyed that type of work. But, as everybody that's on here that's, over the age of 45, it starts to take a toll on you. And we want to be able to, while we're still, viable and ready to hop on that plane or that boat anytime that we want to be able to do that. And also to be able to take anybody in our family that we want to be able to, and not have to worry about cost, not have to worry about getting back to a job. So it's the time freedom that we're really looking forward to having.
Well, yeah, and the other thing is, with Now Lifestyle, is the first time I'd ever heard that you could build your business without having to make a list of all your friends that you wanted to pester. Just the advertising for you. And it's actually, in my experience, I've tried advertising before, and I've had some ads like in USA Today, and $200, and we got 3 responses. So, leads were costing us $60 a piece. With Now Lifestyle, you can get leads for, $250 a piece. They can do it cheaper than we can do it.
So yeah, that's obviously pretty awesome. I mean, seeing the value that traditional network marketing, even offline or online network marketing opportunities where they tell you to, make a list of your friends and family, and then you're getting on the phone, you're calling Uncle Phil who wants to tell you to go to hell, don't sell me on this, I don't want to hear it. And to be honest with you, most of the time your friends and family, those aren't the people that you want in your business anyway, because you know they're not going to put a lick of work in.
Right.
They're basically going to wait for you to do everything for them. So yeah, it's nice that now Lifestyle does a lot of the traffic and the marketing for you, and all you got to do is kind of plug and play. So take us back a little bit. Like when you guys first got started and you first started taking action, what were some steps that you guys initially took? What were some things that you guys did to help kind of get your business off the ground a little bit?
The first thing we did was we got the guaranteed paid signups. And that is a great way to start your business, because when you're talking to people, prospects on the phone, they will ask you, how long have you been in there and what have you done? And if you can say, well, I've been in a couple of weeks and I've got 5 people sponsored, they go, they're interested. Yeah, tell me more. So I would recommend anybody start out with guaranteed paid signups, just to kind of build the story.
So I'm just going to stop you right there. That was value bomb number 1. So if you guys have a pen and some paper, maybe take a note. If you want to get your business off the ground, invest in some guaranteed paid signups. So obviously you guys would say that's an effective way to get your business moving. I think the proof is in the pudding. I mean, you guys have gone to the level of Sapphire. You've made over $6,000 with the system. You're on your way to Emerald, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So once you get some guaranteed paid signups, and then what starts to happen? You start maybe following up with some of those people. Maybe you get more to sign up, some traffic. Take me through your process there.
Well, we started with the guaranteed paid signups, and then we started doing the solo ads, and then recently we went with the leads that Now Lifestyle is providing for $250 a piece, and I guess that's what we've done so far.
Yeah, pretty much all of ours has been like paid traffic.
Yeah.
And then it's branched off, from that. But it is a great way to make a quick story with your guaranteed paid signups. You don't have to start out buying the 20 at a time, because 20 is is it 15 now? I can't remember how much it is.
Fine.
You can, but yeah, 5 is the minimum. But, it's just, and especially, just speaking to people that are new into this, there's nothing like it when you get your first sign up and then you talk to these people and then, possibly they go all in and decide that they want to do the NLS University. I mean, there's nothing like getting that first commission check and, just watching your business explode and, helping them with their people. It's just, Now Lifestyle is absolutely a family-oriented business. In everything that, I've seen dug in before, I've not seen the support, the camaraderie that is with this company. We've made, really great friends since we joined. It's just, people are not afraid to help you when you're in this company. It doesn't matter what level you're at, they're going to talk to you, So it's just, I can't say enough about it. I was never much on the online business. I've been with the company that I'm with for 21 years, and been lucky that I'm with a company that's great. And I like my job, but as soon as Doug got us involved in Now Lifestyle, I could see the benefit, and it's not the money, it's everything that's involved in it.
So yeah, I mean that's awesome. I mean, you guys see the benefit, you guys see the value. Basically, from day one, you jumped right in, you started taking action, you invested in some guaranteed paid signups, which, as you guys said, is a great way to jumpstart your business. You got into some solo ads, and I saw somebody ask a question, which solo ads. We won't get into that because, I mean, obviously there's hundreds of solo ad vendors that are out there, but Just, for those of you guys that want to run solo ads, I've used them before. A lot of people in our team use solo ads. There's good vendors and there's not so good vendors. But if you guys have any questions, then do us a favor. You can wait till the end and we can maybe drop some names. But also you guys can go into the Facebook group and maybe ask, who's using what vendor for sure. But, obviously you've done some solo ads and now you're using the Facebook leads, which obviously these are highly targeted quality leads. Obviously people, realistically, just like you guys that are interested in making money from home. So, I mean, again, I think it kind of takes a lot of the effort out of marketing and that old school calling all your friends and family and trying to really convince them that this is a valid business. Now you have these leads that are coming to you and they're already interested in what you have, which is really, really cool. So since you guys got going, obviously you took a lot of action, paid signups, solo ads, Facebook leads. Now take us a little bit through the process when people actually join you. Someone lands in your holding tank, which obviously it's just like getting paid. You get really excited when somebody joins your business. Take us through the process. Like, what does your follow-up look like, and how do you connect with them and really kind of get them going? Because, I mean, obviously you guys got a pretty significant team building. Like, how many total people do you have on your team right now?
173.
170. So that's really cool because you guys have built a team in a little less than a year of 173 people. And with that 173 people, you've made over $6,000. Is that right?
Right.
That's crazy. That's actually, for your end, that's a really good return on investment because, I mean, I've interviewed other folks like either Adam and Ashley or Cole and Amanda, and they have over 200 people on their team, and they haven't made the money that you have. So you've been able to take the people that are on your team and monetize them really, really well. And probably, I would imagine that's why your team is working so well, because you probably have a lot of all-in sales, which is cool.
Exactly.
And here's a hint.
Yeah, the all-in sales,
Here's a hint. The only way to get an all-in sale is to be all in yourself. And you guys are obviously all in.
Absolutely. Yeah. From day one, actually, when Doug, when Doug talked to me about it, Doug had been following Joel for several years.
Yep.
And he called me. I was on a business trip out in California, and he called me and he said, "Hey, Joel is starting a new, part of his business, Now Lifestyle, the Now Body, and I have been someone who has struggled with my weight my entire life. So the Now Body really appealed to me. And then knowing that there were going to be nutritional facets to the company was something that I, was really interested in. So, we decided that we were just going to jump in with both feet. So when he signed up as an all-in Maverick. We went right away. And of course, it didn't hurt when he said, we're going to be able to go to Cabo San Lucas and meet these guys. So, so I said, hey, yeah, count me in, Doug.
Nice. So, obviously, I mean, your business is running really well. It's getting better and better and better. You guys have, like I said before, you've already hit the Sapphire level. You're on your way to Emerald. Now, once somebody actually joins your business, you get somebody in your holding tank. I mean, nothing is better than that feeling. People that are joining your business on autopilot, people that are joining through the automation that the system provides. Take us through the process now. How do you take that new person and kind of expose them to what you guys know? How do you get them going?
I guess the first thing is when I call them, or they call me, either way. The
first thing we do is we send out a welcome email. We want them to get an email from us that's personal, and it has our picture in the email and just tells them a little bit about us and about, what we've, been able to do in Now Lifestyle. I mean, we're not talking money. We're just talking about how much we enjoy being in the company. So we send that first email to them with all of our information and just a little bit of, things about us.
Then usually their first question, almost 100% of the time, is they've started filling out their lead capture system. They've got their name and their Facebook and all that info. And then, but that's as far as they get. They get a lot that actually send the mail. So I walk them through that. Usually only takes us like 10 minutes and they got to run what's going on and they're happy. And then I talk to them about, okay, you can send the messages, but you don't have anybody to send the messages. So now we got to figure out who you're going to send the messages to. And that comes down to either you've got 100 friends or you need to do some advertising. And advertising, we need to figure out a budget of $5 a day or $10 a day or whatever. And then we talk about whether they want to do the guaranteed paid signups, which I push, or the next best thing is the Facebook leads or solo ads. And then if they tell me they have a zero budget, then we talk about trying to make new friends on Facebook in all the different home business groups that are out there, and how to contact people and make friends with them, not spam them. And I'll send them a list of 1,000 Facebook groups that are into home business and see if they want to go that direction. But,
yeah, it's all about what they can invest. Can they invest time or can they invest money?
Yeah, that's a golden nugget number 37 right there. So if you want to start building a business, guys, you either have to invest time or you have to invest money. I like investing money because it saves me a lot of time. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Obviously, judging by what action you've taken, that's certainly the case. But I want to back up for a second because you said something very important. You said many things very important. This is why I'm hoping that people are writing stuff down and taking notes. So first thing you do is you send them a welcome email. You get somebody in your holding tank, you send them a welcome email. And Teresa, you said it's a personalized email. It tells a little bit about your story. There's a picture in there or like a video or a picture, right?
Picture.
All right, so you have a personalized picture so people know who you are, that you're real people. And then after you send them a welcome email, which kind of goes over some personal stuff, people can get to know you. Then, Doug, you actually call them on the phone. You actually pick up the phone and call them. Now, that's a crazy concept these days. You have somebody that joins your business and you actually pick up the damn phone and reach out and say, hey. So that's really cool. And then you said something really important, that normally when you connect with these people that you're helping them get started, they're setting up their lead capture system, and then you take approximately 10 minutes to help them set up their system. So just so I'm hearing this correctly and everybody else is hearing this correctly, that you can show somebody how to set up their back office in 10 minutes. Is that right?
Right.
So it's that simple.
That's right.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we're clear, because a lot of people, I see these questions in the Facebook group all the time. Help, I don't know how to get started. But clearly it's a very simple process. So I think a lot of times people have that information overwhelm or that anxiety about getting started, but it really is very simple. And I mean, what do you guys do? Just like walk them through the videos of how to get started?
Well, I tell them to watch the videos, step 1, 2, and 3. I guess, it basically goes down to we start with getting them through the lead capture system. Then we discuss budget. Then we decide where to go from there.
Yeah, the best plan of action for them.
Right.
Perfect. Guys, I think that's awesome. And I hope everybody here understands what you guys are saying too, is so you're actually taking a new person, you're reaching out to them, you're connecting with them, you're being personal, you're being real life people, because as you said, I mean, this is a people business, this is a family business. So you're treating them like family, really. You're giving them the welcome, you're introducing them, and then you're helping them get started. But not only that, you're finding out what they can and can't do and going to work with what their strength is, which is great. And I think realistically, that's probably how you've gotten such good results, is you actually work with people and help get them on their way. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm just throwing a random question out here. Do you know how many people that you've had go all in? I mean, just a random question. I mean, you don't have to know the number, but I mean, do you have an idea?
I'm thinking 4?
No, it's not a half a dozen.
6?
Yeah. One of them is our daughter. Thank you, Alex. So yeah, we're a family business too. I mean, our daughter is involved and her fiance is involved. So
that's half of our check is the guarantee or the all in, and it really, if you're paying for advertising, you need a high ticket item to help offset the cost. It's if you're paying $2 a lead, and out of 100 you pay $200. If you only get 1% of those people to do the all in, well, that's $500. You've made your $200 investment back, and you got $300 profit. So
and
do it again.
You don't want to, number one, yes, there's validation. How can you expect someone that you're bringing into the company to go all in if you're not all in yourself? You need to know the value of it, because there is value. I mean, there's all of the learning and the training that's in the university, but you don't want your commission to pass up. Because if you're not all in and somebody below you goes all in, guess what? It's going to go to the guy above. So you don't miss out on it.
I have a real life story, and I don't know if you guys heard my message this morning. Yeah,
I heard it today on Skype. Yeah.
So, guys, this is a real true life story. I sponsored somebody. I'll leave his name out, but I sponsored somebody about 6 months ago. 6 months ago. And within his first 30 days, he started driving traffic, and he was doing a good job. He was running some ads on Facebook. He was reaching out to people on Facebook. He started plugging people in. He probably put about 15 to 20 people on his team. And then, unfortunately, number one, he did not go all in. And number two, the grass got greener somewhere else, because I'm sure he saw a shiny dangling object somewhere, and he went to go work another business. Well, what happened was one of the people that he plugged in just went all in this morning. So not only did he miss a $500 commission because he wasn't all in, but now that person that just went all in, guess what also happened too? The person that just went all in just got on the leaderboard today too. So not only are they all in, action taker and building a business, and now he's not getting any of that commission. So it truly pays. If you are going to build a business, it really pays to be all in. And I saw somebody else ask a question, what is all in? All in is getting our highest tiered product, which is called NLS University. So it's 10 educational courses, Facebook courses, Instagram courses. There's interviews with top leaders. There's how to do effective email marketing, all of the things that you need to take your business to a whole nother level. But with that, now you also set yourself up, like Doug and Teresa here, to earn $500 to $1,000 commissions. And they just said, a majority of their check that they earn comes from all-in commissions. So if they weren't all in, then, you guys would, be lucky if you made $1,000 by now.
Right.
Awesome stuff, guys. Really, truly awesome stuff. It sounds like, to me, and, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it sounds like you guys, from the very beginning, obviously you saw the value with Now Lifestyle. You saw the potential with the compensation plan. You knew that it was a product that you could get behind from the physical products, and obviously as well as the business automation, which is, you guys are a true example of that. But, you jumped in, you started with the products that are right inside the back office, like the guaranteed paid signups. You use that to start building your business. You started earning commissions. And then once you start, following the system, the steps that are laid out in the back office in the system, you start sponsoring people. You send them an email, you pick up the phone, you call them, you work with them, and then you help get them started. So, it sounds like the whole thing is really pretty simple. It's just a matter of staying consistent.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. How simple is that? And I have to give mucho credit to this guy here because he hates to talk on the phone. And for him to do this, and then I would sit there and watch him, because every time, we get somebody, we print out, the page when it says that we have a personal, downline, and has their information. So we actually just print it out so we can have it in a book, and then he has a paper that he can keep notes on. And, when he talks with them, and I see him get really excited. It was so funny because I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we had a guy join, and the wow guy, and Doug called him, and he answered the phone, and he was busy. He wasn't going to be able to talk.
He was at the gym working out.
He was at the gym, and he kept saying, wow, I can't believe that you called me. I can't believe somebody called me. So, so many people are used to that, in the network marketing, genre, that
or in the internet marketing,
in any kind of, internet marketing, that they don't have a personal touch. It's all done, over the internet. You don't talk to somebody or a number. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. And then, I watched Doug, and, he's talking to these people, and then he's like, okay, let's call the next one, so you got to do it. You got to pick up the phone.
So would you recommend as a really good tip to sponsor somebody that picking up the phone and calling them is a really good idea?
Absolutely. Yeah. Send them an email first. Send them a welcome email. Yeah, and then call them. Whether they ask to be called or not, whether they get back to you, because and there's a lot of people out there I know. Sometimes you never hear back from the people that like if you get a guaranteed paid sign up, they're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna, I can do this on my own, and so that's okay. But make that initial contact. And if they, don't want, to interact and they want to do this on their own, that's fine. But give yourself the benefit that you did reach out to them, because otherwise you might, be wondering, what could I have done? Maybe this guy really needed my help. But if you've tried,
negative, don't call me.
Right.
They've already decided they wanted to learn about Now Lifestyle, and the worst conversation was the wow guy. We couldn't get to talking about business because he kept saying wow. He called me back a couple days later.
Well, that's good. Obviously, you guys make yourself real, everyday, personal people. So, they called you back, which is great. So, great tip, guys. Again, for those of you guys that are taking notes, I hope you guys are. You guys just dropped about 40 different nuggets throughout the conversation. And it's all really simple, easy stuff that, if everybody just does half of what you guys are saying, take action, drive traffic, plug people in, reach out to them, be personable. If people are just doing some of this, they're going to be able to grow their business. So, awesome job, guys. So happy for you guys. Over $6,000, gone Sapphire. You're on your way to Emerald. And I think we can, maybe let the cat out of the bag a little bit. Coming up in the next couple of days, we're gonna launch the national event, which is in October 4th through the 6th. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's only one event that we haven't gone to, and that's the one that was up in Canada, and that was because I had a work conflict. But, that's another thing that everyone out there needs to know. And I see, Crystal's on, Donna Lynn's on, Gregory's on, our buddy Will, hey Will, is on. Get to these events, because You might be feeling a little bit down. This business maybe isn't going as fast for you as you would like it to go. And I keep thinking back to Joel, and it took Joel 2 years when he first got started 20 years ago to get his first sale. And I keep thinking back to that and going, how fortunate are we that we've been in this business for less than a year, and we're able to be where we're at. So go to those events, get the validation that you need. I mean, being around like-minded people is all that it's all important and all encompassing, because you might be feeling a little bit bad about, your business not doing as well as you think it should. Get with these people. I learn something new every time, that I'm around you, that we're around Joel. We're never going to stop learning this. So, get to the events, do yourself a favor, get in here and talk to people.
It recharges your battery.
It really does.
You start getting a little tired, and boom, you get around these people and you're ready to go.
You come back energized after every single event.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I know a recent event that we had here in New Hampshire back in April was pretty cool, and Joel was nice enough to fly up, and obviously you guys came up, which was awesome. So obviously for those of you guys that are watching, the national event is going to be the big, the Grand Poobah, the big event this year. It's going to be down in Schertz, Texas, and it's going to be at least 1,000+ people. So stay tuned in the Now Lifestyle group. Stay tuned for Joel's emails. Stay tuned for my emails. Stay tuned all over the place, because when we launch the national event, tickets obviously are going to go on sale. There's going to be 3 different levels of tickets, basic, VIP, and platinum. And those ticket prices are only going to be there for 2 weeks, and then they're going to go up, because I promise you, this event is going to sell out very, very, very quickly. With almost 50,000 members in Now Lifestyle, there's really only about 1,000 people that can get to this event. So if you want to get there, get your ticket quickly. And just like Doug and Teresa said, and many other people here that are commenting, events are life-changing, and you want to get to these events. So guys, goes without saying, absolutely awesome story. Appreciate you guys, all the value that you added, and sharing really how simple it is to get started and stay consistent with Now Lifestyle. So guys, one last question. If anybody that's watching this right now, anybody that is sitting on the fence, they haven't gotten started yet, or maybe they signed up but they haven't taken any action yet, what would your best advice be to someone that's really just kind of on the outside looking in, and they want to get started? What would be your advice to those folks?
Well, I'm on the Facebook group every day. I mean, look to see what other people are doing. Interact with other people. Get on there and read their posts. I've learned so much just from reading answers to some of the questions that are posted on Facebook. I think that's really important, just to immerse yourself in this. Yeah. And find somebody that's in the company. If it's not your immediate, there's so many. There's 50,000 people. Find somebody, latch onto them, make friends with them on Facebook, and everybody in this company is here to help the other person.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Very solid words of wisdom for sure. So what I want to do is I just want to just open this up to any questions right now. If you guys have any questions, and while those questions are coming in, like I mentioned to you guys before, those of you guys that have not joined yet, okay, if you guys haven't joined yet, I'm just going to throw like a quick little link in here. And guys, please, no other links. This is obviously, and this is not a coded link, so don't worry about it. What we're going to do is, for those of you guys that have not gotten started yet, I remember I mentioned in the beginning of the webinar to hang around to the very end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link in here right now, nls1d.com. So if you guys have not gotten started yet, and you like what you heard, you like what you saw, you want to be around positive, like-minded people, you want to build a business with people that are going to be there like Doug and Teresa to support you, then you can get started right now today for just $1. One stinking measly little buck that, yes, if you don't like what you see, it is refundable, okay? So it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. So get started today, right now, for just literally $1, and you can experience all the things we're talking about here. You can put in the team, help you start. You can be surrounded by positive, like-minded people that are here in this group and in our Facebook group, and we can help you start winning, okay? So if there are any questions, Isabella has a great question. Doug, maybe you can take this one. She says, how did you get over your fear of talking on the phone?
Let's see.
You just did it.
I just did it, I guess.
He has a wife that keeps saying, did you make that call? Did you call that person yet?
So maybe having a little.
Yeah, I was more afraid of my wife than talking on the phone.
Yeah, Isabella, find somebody scary in your life.
Yeah, there's only
Jump in
one
with both feet, absolutely.
phone.
Right. You know, and one thing that I wanted to say too is, obviously the business side of Now Lifestyle is amazing, but the product side of Now Lifestyle, I mean, like, you know, doing the 7-minute workouts, you know, taking the fiber, you know, doing the shakes, you know, like we do it all here. The fiber is amazing, and you know, it's helped me drop over 30 pounds. Doug put on his little bit of his winter, you know, coat. So he's back on it now, and he's dropped what, 17 pounds? Yeah, like in geez, less than 2 months. I mean, like I always get very irritated, and the ladies out there know men can lose weight much easier and faster than women can. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, be a product of the product, and that's your story. You know, that's going to draw people to you, because if you're not experiencing everything that the company has, you know, how can you, you know, let everyone know just how great it is.
Awesome. So I want to congratulate Adam, because Adam, I think, is on here, who said he just started his dollar trial today, and he's already on this webinar. So that's really, really cool. Congrats, Adam. Thank you for being here.
Good job, Adam.
Ruth says that some of the Facebook leads don't have phone numbers. No, not every Facebook lead is going to have a phone number. I mean, we give them the option. Hopefully, you know, they do leave their number, but, you know, you got to realize that not everyone is going to do that. But I can tell you a little tip is that for the Facebook leads that either if they do or don't have phone numbers, if you guys send out a personalized welcome email or a personalized email from your lead capture system, something that has a picture or a video of you and your family that lets them connect with you and see who you are. And, you know, Doug and Teresa just said it a little while ago. They send folks a personalized email with their picture, and that just shares a little bit about them. So, you know, there's a tip. There was a golden nugget that got dropped a little while ago. Maybe you should send a nice personalized email and have your picture in it too, so people kind of get to know you and who you are, and then obviously want to connect with you. How do you get the products? What's your Jason says, how do you get the products once you're all in? So Jason, just rephrase that question. What specific products are you talking about? So whether it be the, you know, the nutritional products, or you know, I don't know if you're referring to the actual Now Lifestyle products either. Wright says Facebook Messenger ? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Leah asks, any success using Facebook ads or Google ads? I know for me personally, I've definitely used a lot of Facebook ads over the last year. It works very, very well for me. But also I can tell everybody here that Facebook ads is not something for the brand new person. Definitely not something for the brand new person. My suggestion would be, if you're going to get into Facebook ads, take a course, invest in a course, whether it be, you know, $20, $100, whatever it is, so you can actually learn Facebook ads the proper way. Don't just go starting it on your own. You'll probably get your account shut down. But if you're brand new, what I would do is use the tools and the system and the things that we have in place in the back office, just like Doug and Teresa did. That they use the guaranteed paid signups, they use the Facebook leads, they're growing their business. Those things work. Those things definitely work for sure. Isabel is asking, what free methods are you guys using now? Are you guys using free methods?
I don't really like to do the free methods, but like I say, if I talk to somebody that has a zero advertising budget, then I'll send them a list of 1,000 Facebook groups that are about home-based business, and warn them that it's kind of spammy, and try not to be the spammy person in there. And that's the way that they go. I personally would rather do the paid advertising.
In the free methods, you're competing with so many people that are in so many other businesses. And I mean, like, everybody's going to have that shiny, object that they're going to dangle in front of you. This is business. And so when you go into a business, you should expect that you're going to have to put out some money. And you just have to decide. I mean, it doesn't matter, can you do $10 a week? Can you do $20 a week? Just allocate that money to help you build your business. Obviously, the more that you can use to build your business, the faster it's going to go for you. But be smart in your decisions. Get something through the company. That's the smartest way to do it. And then, my dad told me, when I was 12 years old, you have to spend money to make money. And so just spend it smart, and, just decide that what you can afford. And then as you start getting your commissions, we haven't spent our commissions on anything but reinvesting it back into the company and get back into our business on getting more leads. So, it's going to take a little while. It's, not going to happen overnight, but, I think I saw something, national thing, just actually a few years ago, where they said that $200 a month is enough to really change somebody's, life, as far as money coming in for them, that extra $200. And that sounds so small, $50 a week, but it really does, and if you can reinvest that into your business, it's just going to keep, growing and growing and growing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you said something very, very important there that I want everyone to realize too. It's not an overnight success here. It's not an overnight sensation. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a get-rich program. There's no overnight sensations here. Everybody that has made it to the leaderboard works. And that's, if you want results, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the work. But I can promise you, it is worth it. So again, we got another question again, which solo ad works best. Sammy, what I would do, I'd just reach out in the Facebook group, man, and just ask that question and see, kind of get maybe take a poll and see what everybody's using. There's just so many different options out there. Udemy is good. Traffic for Me is good. Alessandro is really good. You can search him on Facebook and some of the solo ad groups that are out there. But I don't want to get into too many of the different vendors because there's just way too many. Jason asked a question earlier about where the products are. So Jason, if you're looking specifically for the products, if you go to the Now Lifestyle Product Suite tab in the back office and click on that, you'll see a tab specifically for the supplements. You can click on it there and then pick some supplements that you want to buy. I strongly recommend the protein, the powdered fiber. There's 2 fibers. I would get the powdered fiber, and then obviously the elevated.
Absolutely.
Those 3 products are all awesome. Who else? What was the other question there? Adam asked, are the guaranteed paid signups dollar trials or $50 a month members? I think right now they have changed a little bit, but I think right now they're coming in as dollar trials. So to Doug's point earlier, making sure that you guys pick up the phone and actually reach out and call your paid signups is very important. So that way you get them to buy into the system and obviously you know, helping them win and helping them succeed at their business. But here's a big nugget and here's a big hint. If you guys are investing in guaranteed paid signups and you're not picking up the phone and calling them, you're literally losing money. You're literally losing money. You're throwing money away. So just a helpful hint there.
Right.
How much are guaranteed paid signups? Sheila, just look in the back office. There's different pricing points. Go to reseller tools and then click on build my list with guaranteed paid signups. You'll see the pricing there. All right, so doesn't look like there's a whole bunch more questions. Again, guys, thank you very, very, very much for spending time with us and the rest of Now Lifestyle here. We had well over 100 people on here, which is really awesome. So Sharon, please don't post any links in here. Thank you. But really appreciate all the value bombs that you guys dropped. I really hope people took notes. Yes, this will be recorded. We'll post the replay in the Now Lifestyle Facebook group after. So any last words for everybody here, guys?
Just do it. Yeah. I mean, you know, just don't be afraid. Obviously, I mean, like last August when I went to Cabo and I met everyone. I mean, Doug was miles ahead of me and what he knew what was going on. I didn't know what a lead capture system was. I didn't know what an autoresponder was. You know, you've got to learn. It's a learning curve. You just need to devote the time into doing it and just, you know, yeah, you know, there's always that fear factor for some people, but you know, Joel always says, get over yourself. I think he told me that a couple of times at a couple of meetings, just get over yourself. So, but, you know, but do it because there's so many people that are here to help you. And just do it.
Just do it now.
Just do it now.
Lifestyle.
All right. Quick question. Steven says, where do I find the Facebook leads once you just bought? Number one, they're going to email you when they actually land in your lead capture system. And number two, they're going to be in your lead capture system under the Facebook lead campaign. Look for it. So guys, that's it. I hope everybody has an absolutely fantastic, awesome Tuesday and the rest of the week. Stay tuned tomorrow night for Richard and John at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you guys thought Teresa and Doug did a fantastic job, give them some electronic applause down below. I'm sure everyone knows you guys dropped a ton of value, and you guys are just real, everyday, genuine people building an absolutely awesome business. So again, guys, thank you for being here. Best of luck. Can't wait to see you guys in October at the national event. So other than that,
absolutely.
Have a great day, great night. See you on the next live video. And as always, guys, we will see you on the leaderboard. Take care.
Thanks, everybody.